Welcome to Easy English Hub, where learning English is fun and exciting. Today, we dive into a thrilling story based on Sherlock, Episode 1 of Season 2, called A Scandal in Belgravia. Get ready for mystery, clever deductions, and a touch of danger. The story begins in modern-day London at 221B Baker Street. Sherlock Holmes, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, is restless. He's solving cases via text messages, barely leaving his chair. Dr. John Watson, his loyal friend, is frustrated. John, portrayed by Martin Freeman, wants Sherlock to take a real case. Their flat is a mess, filled with books and experiments. Suddenly, a strange event interrupts their routine. Sherlock's phone buzzes with a message from an unknown source. It's a call to action, pulling them into a new mystery. The message leads them to a dramatic standoff. Sherlock and John face Jim Moriarty, the criminal mastermind. Moriarty, played by Andrew Scott, is unpredictable and dangerous. Just as tension peaks, Moriarty gets a phone call. He smirks and leaves, sparing Sherlock and John. The duo is left puzzled, wondering who called him. The next day, Sherlock and John are summoned to Buckingham Palace. Sherlock is reluctant but intrigued. John tries to keep him focused. At the palace, Mycroft Holmes awaits them. Mycroft, Sherlock's brother, is played by Mark Gatiss. He reveals a delicate matter involving a royal family member. Mycroft explains that a woman named Irene Adler has compromising photos. Irene, known as the Woman, is a dominatrix. The photos involve a young royal and could cause a scandal. Sherlock is tasked with retrieving Irene's phone. The phone contains the photos and other sensitive data. John is skeptical but agrees to help. Sherlock and John devise a plan to enter Irene's home. They pose as repairmen to gain access. Irene, played by Laura Pulver, is one step ahead. Irene greets them in an unexpected way. She appears completely naked, throwing Sherlock off balance. His usual deductions fail him. Sherlock tries to read Irene but finds nothing. Her boldness unsettles him. John struggles to stay professional. Irene knows they're after her phone. She teases Sherlock, enjoying his confusion. The game of wits begins. Sherlock notices a safe in the room. He deduces it holds the phone. Irene watches him closely, amused. Suddenly, armed men burst into the house. They're CIA operatives, also after the phone. The situation turns dangerous. Sherlock opens the safe, revealing a trap. A gun inside fires, killing one operative. Sherlock seizes control of the situation. He grabs Irene's phone from the safe. The remaining operatives are disarmed. Irene remains calm, calculating her next move. Irene suddenly sedates Sherlock with a syringe. She steals the phone back and escapes. John is left stunned. Sherlock wakes up hours later in his bed. Irene has tampered with his phone. Her ringtone is a suggestive sigh. Sherlock is both annoyed and intrigued. Irene's boldness captivates him. John urges him to focus on the case. Days pass, and Sherlock studies the phone's encryption. He can't crack the code. Irene sends taunting text messages. Mycroft warns Sherlock of the phone's importance. It contains secrets beyond the royal photos. National security is at stake. Sherlock tracks Irene to a secret location. He finds her in a dimly lit hideout. She's prepared for his arrival. Irene reveals she's been playing a larger game. The phone holds government secrets. She's negotiating with powerful enemies. Sherlock is fascinated by her cunning. He admires her intellect despite the danger. John warns him not to trust her. Irene admits she's working with someone else. Sherlock suspects Moriarty's involvement. The stakes grow higher. Sherlock decodes part of the phone's data. It reveals a terrorist plot. He must act quickly to stop it. He confronts Irene about the plot. She claims she's only a pawn. Sherlock isn't sure if she's lying. Irene slips away again, leaving a clue. Sherlock follows it to an abandoned warehouse. John insists on coming along. Inside, they find evidence of Moriarty's network. Files and messages point to a larger conspiracy. Sherlock's mind races. Suddenly, they're ambushed by Moriarty's men. A fight breaks out in the warehouse. John's military skills shine. Sherlock and John escape the ambush. They recover the phone but lose Irene. She's vanished into the night. Back at 221B, Sherlock cracks the phone's code. The password is personal to Irene. It's a moment of triumph. The data reveals a flight plan to be sabotaged. Sherlock alerts Mycroft immediately. The government scrambles to act. Irene reappears, captured by enemies. Sherlock learns she's in danger. He feels a strange urge to save her. Sherlock tracks her to a remote location. He sneaks in, avoiding guards. John covers him from outside. Sherlock finds Irene, but it's a trap. Moriarty's men surround them. Irene reveals she planned it all. Irene confesses she admires Sherlock. She wanted to test his limits. Sherlock is torn between anger and respect. Sherlock outsmarts the guards, escaping with Irene. John's quick thinking helps them flee. They reach safety, but Irene slips away again. Back at 221B, Sherlock reflects on Irene. She's a puzzle he can't fully solve. John teases him about his fascination. Mycroft informs Sherlock the crisis is averted. The terrorist plot is stopped. The phone's secrets are secure. Sherlock learns Irene faked her death. She's alive somewhere out there. He smiles, intrigued by her cunning. The case ends, but Sherlock feels changed. Irene challenged his mind and emotions. John notices his friend's rare vulnerability. Sherlock plays his violin, lost in thought. The music fills 221B with a haunting melody. John listens, sensing a deeper story. The adventure leaves them stronger. Sherlock and John are ready for more cases. London's mysteries await them. Thank you for joining Easy English Hub for this exciting story. Let's learn some English vocabulary from our tale. Here are 4 words with their meanings and examples. First word, deduction, the process of reaching a conclusion based on evidence. Example, Sherlock's deduction about the phone's password amazed John. Try using deduction in a sentence. Second word, cunning, showing cleverness in a deceptive way. Example, Irene's cunning plan fooled even Sherlock. Can you think of a cunning character? Third word, intrigued, very interested or curious. Example, Sherlock was intrigued by Irene's mysterious actions. What intrigues you in a story? Fourth word, conspiracy, a secret plan by a group to do something harmful. Example, the phone revealed a conspiracy to sabotage a flight. Use conspiracy in your own sentence. That's all for today's story and vocabulary lesson. Subscribe to Easy English Hub for more exciting tales and English tips. See you next time.